Kill it, what you already know. This your boy KC Pozzy. You're locked into Media Spotlight UK. Rap, peace.
Look at me now, look at me now. I don't blow, I don't blow. Look at me now, look at me now. I don't blow, I don't blow. Friday when I roll out with my hands. Oh, Saturday when I roll out with my Lambo. Sunday when I roll out with my spider.
Hi, it's Calum here with Media Spotlight UK and with the man himself, KC Pozzy. Look at him looking all gangster in the studio. He's just so calm. He's just, he's just posing. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, obviously, everyone kind of defines you as like an AfroTrap artist.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's quite an interesting genre in itself. So, tell us a little bit more about AfroTrap.
The AfroTrap is it's a new sound, it's not really popular yet. But I bet everyone know what is trap music.
Yes,
yeah. So we improvise the afro in it, in the trap music. We have in Nigeria we have what we call pidgin English. It's like a general language in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Everyone speak pidgin. People speak English. English is our general language, but most people 90% speak pidgin. So we improvise the pidgin English into the trap beat.
Nice.
So that's why I call it AfroTrap.
Yeah. It must be. I think it's really interesting the way that sort of, Afro music has come over into sort of London, the UK, and things like that. And, for you, how have you found the sort of the atmosphere, and bringing in these new genres, like bringing the Afro to the trap side of things? Like, how have you found it, being over here?
How I found it is that, like, the Afrobeat music for the past 3 to 4 years now has been popping, been playing the clubs, radio station, the majors, playing in TVs, so it's really popping right now with the help of like all the fuse them, because they blow the whiskey, the band them, Two Face, Don Jazzy, you know what I'm saying? So it's really popping right now everywhere worldwide. It's not just in the UK, So like, I recorded a couple of Afrobeat music, But because like me, I like to do something different. I like to come in a different way, like. So after some time, I just discussed with my producer AOB. I said, let's do something Afro trap. Let's do something like a trap beat, then improvise the broken pidgin English, on the trap beat and see how it will sound. So we tried that and it worked. That was my first single from the New King EP, Look at Me Now, So we did that track. It sounded very good. So okay, we just keep on doing that. You know what I mean? This trap movement, we want to take it to a different level, because the Afrobeat, is in a level right now that is everywhere, but we need to step up.
Yeah.
We need to step it up, because everyone doing the Afrobeat it all sounds the same. It sounds the same,
Yeah.
But it's really nice, good vibe. But we're trying to bring something different to take it to the next level.
Exactly.
So that's where KC Pozzy comes in,
And AOBeats as well.
And AOB.
Yes,
Big up to AOB, shout out to AOB. AOB is sick. He's a sick producer, trust me.
See, that's the thing as well, is artists and producers, that when the relationship is right, it's so clear. Like, from all of the tracks that I've heard from you, like, and where he's produced, it just gels. It's just that connection where it's just right.
It's the connection, because when you see us in the studio, we're just vibing. It's not like we're working, we're just vibing.
Yeah.
Like anything we do, just a banger. So I'm happy working with him. So, I have more than 95 tracks. He produced at least 90% of the tracks.
Nice.
Back in Nigeria, they say they don't even know me. Now I don't blow, then they act like they know me.
One of the funny things I think is that you've got, you've said previously that your inspiration is like Fela Kuti, Seal, and Dr. Dre. And I find the three of them very different And
Very different, yeah.
It's great that you draw these. You know, tell us a little bit more about like how these three very different artists inspire you.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna start with Fela Kuti. It's our Baba, you know, our father, you know what I mean? He started this Afro beat movement, you know, like when no one even knows how the Afro beat gonna take place, how it gonna go, you know, but he has been doing it for long before he passed away. I would say when I was young, I visited Fela. I stayed with him for about 2 weeks in his house his house is called Akalakuta Republic.
Okay.
You know, I was with him, and you know, I sat down with him. He listened to him. He always get interviews, so we always like sit down and watch him, listen to him. You know, he inspired me. You know, like when I see the way he's you know, he also, actually talk about the government. Like he sing about like politics and stuff.
yeah.
You know. And he have a good vibe. When I was growing up as well, we also followed Dr. Dre. You know, like the way he come out, his stories. I just see how they came up. Like when he was young, you know, he's very determined, and you know, he didn't stop. You know, he made it to the top. You know what I'm saying? So I just like him. So, and I have music in me. And you know, as for Seal, you know, Seal is Nigerian. You know. So I follow him. I've been his fan for a long time. You know, he's doing things well. He's been big everywhere worldwide. You know what I mean? I love that guy. That guy is, you know, is good.
Let's start from the beginning, I guess. Like with Miguelo, like just. Firstly, the video is crazy. Like the track is crazy. It's just so like you're watching it, and you know there's even a warning because of the flashing lights, because you know, like you're watching, you think this is mad. There's so much energy.
Yeah.
You know, and was it like that when you were making it, when you were doing the video as well? All that energy.
Yes. Miguelo have a lot of energy, but there was this flashing light on the video in the club. That club is really sick.
Yeah.
It's really good club, you know. But we did, because I was in Istanbul, Turkey. I was living in Istanbul because I went there for like 4 years, you know. You know, I didn't realize that they're not going to accept that flashing light, you know, on like TV, you know what I'm saying? So we just did it and shot that video. It's a very good video.
So
Spend a lot of money that, you know, I don't have the experience of music videos or how the promotions will go or how the music will blow, you know what I mean? You know, it has a lot of energy, a lot of butt, you know, shaking, twerking, you know.
That's all
like
video needs.
In the sea, use the yacht, you know what I mean? Like the body, everything, you know. Yeah, it looked good. We try to promote it, but everyone, like when we send it out, they keep on saying, you know what? The sound, they're not sure, it's not in our standard, or I sent to Africa, they say it's not in their standard. So it was just like on its own. Sorry to say, but it didn't really go anywhere.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's the fact that you've been brave enough and had the courage to experiment and to do sounds that no one's ever heard before. I think that's what part of your charm, you know. That's what people like, is that it's a new, unique sound in everything that you've been doing. You know, I mean, since then, obviously, you've had Who Gave You That, and the EP that's named after it.
Yeah.
Make you walk on Mario, eh? See the thing you carry yo. Make you walk on Mario, eh? You say your mama gave you.
Now my mama gave you.
You say your mama gave you.
Now my mama gave you.
Brilliant. Yeah, like again, more ass.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's great.
Yeah.
But the sound, you know, regardless of the videos, the sound is what's really sort of kicked off, I think. And
Yeah.
you worked on the EP. You also worked with Miss Banks.
Spider.
7 days of the week, your attention. I see, boy, you know that I'm feeling you. From my head to my feet, you can see I'm on feet. So tell me what you wanna do.
Great collaboration.
Great,
and again, another fantastic video.
Thank you.
Possibly my favourite one.
Uh-huh.
Is there any other collaborations that you want to take forward, sort of going into the future?
Yes. Yeah, of course. I want to. I'm looking to collaborate with Big Toes right now. Whiskey in Africa, Davido, and other big artists there. Timayo. I had a meeting yesterday with one African promoter. He's actually a good friend with Timayo, so he's making contact with Timayo right now. So I think we're gonna get a collab, and I want to collab with couples of artists in the UK. You know, so we're just working on that right now.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. I can imagine there's going to be some bringing your sound into with collaborating. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
One of the great things about Car Keys and all the other music videos is all of the nice cars. Like so many nice cars. I'm watching it. I'm just like, just whipping, just
whipping.
just whipping. Do you have a preference, or do you just think I like that, I like that, I like that?
No, okay. Actually, this is a good question. I really like this question. I love it. Yeah, good. Okay, I'm gonna answer this. Yeah, basically, when I say we talk about the nice cars, the Lamborghini, Bentley, Ferrari, there's the Enzo, all of them. You know, I'm not really talking about. I talk about. I'm not really talking about the cars. That's why when you watch the video,
you talk about the women.
Yeah, it's about the women. We didn't showcase no cars. We showcase the women.
The women,
so
they
the
were
women,
like Ferraris.
the girls are my Ferraris.
Yeah.
They are the Ferraris, Bentley, Lamborghini. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybach. That's it. Yeah, it's all about the girls. So know that,
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. That particular video, no cars at all, just loads and loads of beautiful women. Definitely Ferrari standard.
Yeah.
So one of the great things, obviously, is with "Look at Me Now," which is your latest single.
Yeah.
You're talking about almost sort of like a rags to riches story, from nothing to where you are now.
Yeah.
And I guess on the first side of that is the women's side. So the video opens, which is great. It's the young boy sees a girl jogging, he's like, yes, okay. Tries to talk to her, and she's just like, nah. It's like, and then
Not
fast
today.
forward, nowadays it's like, bam, just women everywhere. Ferraris, Enzos, all of the women you talk about. So, firstly, on the girl side of things, how has it progressed over the years? Is that a true story? Is that what it was like when you were younger?
Yeah, that's a true life story. Actually, the funny part, I'll be honest, and this is true. I'm not just buzzing or something. Yeah. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my very old friend yesterday, and this story is for him. Yeah, for him and the other guys, So I was telling him we're just talking about the past, Then we start talking about "Look at Me Now." I said, you know what? You see, did you hear that? I said, yes. I said, I'm talking about you guys. I used to, because when I was young, I grew up from poverty. I didn't grow up with golden spoon or born with golden spoon or silver spoon or something. I see nowadays kids or European, you see them buying kids toys. You go to their room, you see a lot of toys. We didn't have
iPads
that.
and phones and all
We
sorts.
actually use our own hands
Yeah.
and our brain to make our own toys. When I was growing up, when I was a kid, I'm that guy. I'm very hyper person, and I know where I'm gonna be. I know that definitely I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it to the top. I always know. So I keep on, anytime I'm sitting with my friends, I'll be telling them, you know what? Listen, when I grow up, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna have these cars. I'm gonna live large. I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna make it. They will say, "Oh, Casey, shut up." You make noise too much. You make too much money. You've not even finished eating 3 square meal, and you're saying that you want to buy on that legend, you want to buy lesser Jeep, you want to go to Europe, you want to do this. I said, listen, I keep on telling them, don't worry, you see, watch me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one day I was in the studio with Ayo, when Ayo said, let's do the AfroTrap thing. So I came up with this story, so we started writing. I remember the story back in the days in Wafi, yo. So Wafi is Worry. That's the city I grew up from, So Wafi, Worry, we call it Wafi. It's the slang way, So drinking Gary, like back in the days in Wafi, yo. Talky big, drinky Gary, yo. So Gary is something that made with cassava. It's a fruit that make with cassava. It's a poor man food. So when I got the opportunity to get into the studio, I said, you know what? This is a song. So that's how I wrote this song. Look at it. So now, look at me now. Look at me now. I don't blow. I've made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm doing big things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at me now. I'm balling. Look at me now. I'm riding. Look at me now. I'm flexing. Look at me now. I'm stunting.
Jeez!
Feel me?
Well, thank you very much. And, as I say, I can't wait to see the trajectory of where things are going to go. really, really good stuff already, and I just, yeah, the next level. I'm waiting for it.
Look at me now. Look at me now. I don't blow. I don't blow. Look at me now. Look at me now. I don't blow. I don't blow. Look at me now. Look at me now. I don't blow.